27% of students with disabilities enroll in schools in India at the primary level, but only 0.5% reach the secondary level and subsequently higher education. Ashoka University is bridging the gap and moving towards a more inclusive future in higher education. In a world where countless barriers stand in the way of education for students with disabilities, Ashoka University shines as a beacon of hope and inclusion. Years ago, Shakul was among the first students with disabilities to enroll here. His journey, marked by unwavering support and determination fostered by the university, led him to become a successful entrepreneur. Today, Shakul returns to inspire a new generation, speaking to the outgoing batch to symbolize what can be achieved.
Vidyadanam Sarvadanam Pradhanam. The wealth of knowledge is supreme among all forms of wealth. Hi, my name is Shakul and I am from the undergraduate batch of 2018 at Ashoka. I am grateful to my parents and Almighty who has given me the opportunity to experience the truth of this shloka. We are the most underrepresented and least understood population when it comes to higher education space in India. There are several barricades like the tendency to see the disability first then the person, limited availability of resources and support system, and the lack of awareness about our strength and capabilities. In 2015, when I was contemplating about my higher studies, is when I got to know about Ashoka and Office of Learning Support, which was being set up with a mission to create an inclusive learning space for the learner who learn differently, and to create an environment of equity, inclusivity, and diversity.
But Shakul is just one story among many. As more new students with diverse abilities step onto this campus, they too are on the brink of starting their transformative journeys. Each one, supported by the Office of Learning Support or OLS, is ready to overcome challenges and achieve greatness.
Here at Ashoka, I realized that asking for help does not make me incapable or dependent. Instead, that accessibility is not just a privilege, but a right that I and we deserve.
Every student has different kind of learning needs, and we need to bring them on equal footing so they can compete with their peers.
The approach here is essentially to begin with caring and holding hands, but the goal is eventually to empower them and make them more independent.
The Office of Learning Support at Ashoka University, established in 2016, started with the aim to support students with learning disabilities.
Over the years, we have grown and we have developed very special and very specific programs for all kinds of disabilities, including the physical ones, the sensory ones, and the learning disabilities.
Every student with a disability has a unique learning profile. OLS team addresses their specific concerns and makes interventions in teaching methods, academic processes, campus life experiences, and accessibility.
Before I came to Ashoka, I was really weak at mobility and I was not sure how am I going to manage with traveling around and navigating through the campus.
But then the day I entered, I was introduced to a senior student of mine who was a second year, and she was introduced to me as a campus buddy.
I partnered with the Office of Learning Support that encouraged me to begin a social support group for the students with disabilities at Ashoka. This group discusses their daily lives and finds solace through our shared experiences.
I strongly believe once you start self-advocating for yourself, it continues throughout your life, and Ashoka taught me this.
I cannot express the sheer sense of relief and delight at having math content in a readable format. For those wishing to pursue STEM in the future, this technology has helped dramatically smooth over the learning curve.
Shakul's journey radiates hope and determination, demonstrating that with the right support, every student can soar to great heights. As these new graduates celebrate their success, we are reminded that the true wealth lies in knowledge and understanding.
This is what our country also needs, to nurture global leaders. In India, we need a massive national movement. And I sincerely hope that Office of Learning Support has triggered that movement, and we will be able to encourage many more institutions to open their doors to all kinds of learners.
Let us carry forward the spirit of inclusion, ensuring that every student, regardless of their abilities, can achieve their dreams. Together, we build a future where knowledge is cherished, diversity is celebrated, and every individual's journey is valued.